Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Coach Sherry. I'm in my car, so this is Car Chat and all that. I was thinking about heating up food and trusting the process. I always tell my workforce development participants to trust the process because oftentimes they are in or working in opportunities where they're making a little bit less than they would if they were regularly hired. And so some of them are like, oh, this money is not really, making it for me. And so that's when I sit down and do financial planning with them. Like, okay, you might want to do this, that, and the other. I always include financial literacy, but just having them trust the process, because once this opportunity is over, complete successfully, oh, the doors are going to open wide. Just always where you're at, do your best, learn all that you can. But it got me into the idea of a microwave. I feel like we are in that microwave generation. We've been in the microwave generation for decades now. But when I think about it, the fact that we're still in it and people just don't get it is baffling, because it's obvious. Microwave generations, they don't last. They're one and done. Yeah, we may have been in a microwave generation for so long, but look at all the pivots that had to happen because of the microwave generation. I remember growing up and, going to basketball practice, coming home late, or I may have had a meeting. I was always part of an organization or two where we would have meetings in the evening, and I would, come home after dinner time, and my mother may have by then cleaned the kitchen and got everything situated, but she would always put a plate aside for me. And whoever, it could be a plate aside for my father, because actually he and I talked about this on our drive to New York over the weekend. But she would always put a plate aside and put it on top of a pot that would have water in it and would have that water simmering. And she would put foil over the plate to keep the heat in. We had a microwave, but she would never use the microwave. She didn't believe in the microwave. She always felt like the radiation, she just didn't trust it coming from the microwave. So she always heated up our food that way. And I appreciate the process and the thoughts behind the reasons my mother did the things that she did, because it's about having that longevity, being long lasting, trusting the process, and not being one and done. When you heat your food up in a microwave, shortly after taking the first couple of bites, your food is going to revert back to being cool again. But when you heat it up on the stove like that, on that pot, oh, it's going to stay hot the whole entire meal. And that's what you want. When you're doing something, you want it to be hot the whole time. You don't want it to be hot for the moment and then sizzle out and be cold again, where it's not relevant, where it doesn't have the staying power. I'm all about the staying power. I'm all about keeping that heat on, not turning it down, not turning it off, but keeping it on. Where in your life do you need to keep the heat on, but you're finding that it's sizzling out? Maybe it's sizzling out because you put it in the microwave. Take it out the microwave, it's not too late. And put that foil on it, get that pot, put some water in it, and turn on the heat and keep it warm. All right, that's all I have for you today. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Stay safe. And listen, remember, practice. I was going to say train, but practicing and training, same difference. But practice so hard that when you play, you will always play to win. Thanks for tuning in.